Yeah, welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody is doing well. And today we've got a little unboxing of some more instrumentation from HT Instruments. These items here I've actually purchased from Germany, as HT Instruments don't have a strong presence in the UK. They do work with a company called Test Instrument Solutions that do rebadge some of their equipment, and I think they do sell some of their equipment in the same shell as HT Instruments sell it, and that's available via CEF. But the bits and pieces that I wanted weren't available from them, so I got these from Conrad Electronic. They do still supply into the UK via their international website, as opposed to the UK one that has now been closed down. And oh, there are many fuses. So 3 fuses, that's right. So you can get it from them. With Conrad, you pay the tax or the VAT direct to Conrad, and then you actually pay the import duties when it comes into the UK, so you do get hit with that if you are not careful. And then on top of that, you will get courier surcharges, because the courier pays the import duties for you on your behalf and then claims it back from you. So it does get a little bit expensive. As long as you're aware of it, it's okay, but just fair warning to you there. So this is what I've purchased. If we can get it all in picture, it would be easier, wouldn't it? So these 2 clamps here I've purchased to go alongside the HT Neptune, to work with that, so I can test more of the functionality of that unit. I've bought an HT65 multimeter that is for use on solar systems with 1500 volt DC measurement capability. And then I've bought a little process calibrator to have a play with as well. And then I needed some fuses, 600 milliamps, quite an unusual size, but Conrad had them in, so I purchased them from them as well. Okay, so we'll just chuck them to the back and we'll open them up one at a time. Start with this one, I believe. Okay, so this first one is a current clamp to go with the HT Neptune there. This is a HT96U unit. It's got 3 ranges, 1 amp, 100 amp and 1000 amp. This is AC only clamp. So we'll just get stuff out of the boxes and just have a general perception of them. It does come with a little adapter here, so you need a little adapter for use with the meter to convert it into 4mm connectors there. So I do have that as well. And yeah, pretty sturdy, robust little meter. And there's the range switch at the bottom there. I presume it matches up with the 1 amp, 100 amp, 1000 amp there, but we'll find that out. Yeah, 40 Hz to 10 kilohertz clamp meter. So this does have the capability to measure down to 1 milliamp. So we'll see how well it does that. Indeed. So yeah, that's the first item over there. Let's check them out of the way. Second one is another clamp, and this is the HT4006, and this is an AC DC unit. So cardboard boxed again, another little instruction pamphlet, a bit thicker on this one. There, and then okay, so this does come with the batteries, 2 AAAs in there, and then that's the little clamp itself, obviously quite a bit smaller than the 1000 amp clamp here. This can only go up to 400 amps, but it does do AC and DC in 2 ranges, 40 amp and 400 amp AC there, 40 amp and 400 amp DC. We have this DC zeroing function available on the instrument as well. So yeah, there's that one. It looks a reasonable build, this one. Switch is rubberized. Good strong clamp on it again. And then this is already standard 4mm connectors for use direct into the instrument there. Okay, so let's get them out of the way. We go into our little multimeter, which we'll need to zoom out on a little bit. So this is the new instrument. As I said, this is rated for use on solar systems capable of 1500 volts DC. So this one comes in its own little wallet inside, but you didn't get any form of wallet with either of those, or case. Look, another little instrument there. So very similar size to the HT Neptune, side by side. Yeah, pretty much the same size there. Same configuration. All the functions are actually out on just the two input jacks here. Center off switch to get to everything else. So it doesn't come with batteries in it. We've got our AC DC clamp function there. It just says AC there, so it may only be AC only clamp function. We've got low input impedance, AC DC volts, frequency and duty cycle. We've got volts, AC DC, hertz and duty cycle on the one function there. So I presume this will be an AC only, and this will be AC DC function, and you won't get the hertz or duty factor involved. Back to your off, and then you've got your ohms, capacitance, diode continuity, temperature, degree C, degree F in a different position. Okay, so that's the meter itself. You get, okay, so it's PP3, this one, 9-volt battery, a bunch of instruction manuals, and a couple of different languages, certificate of calibration. Very nice. Let's just have a quick deck of that to see if we've got some values on it. Oh yeah, we've got values on it. Okay. And then just a couple of little sales leaflets by the looks of it. And registration. That's those there. You have our standard temperature probe for these, the fairly flimsy coil one. Fairly standard for these type of meters. The adapter for use with that. And then a set of PVC insulated leads. Doesn't look like you get any crop clips with this one. So that's all you get. So that's that one. And our final one is our process meter, which is the HT8051. Ooh, that's not a good start, is it? What is that from? Okay, we've got a sticker that comes flying off. I don't know where that come from. So this comes in a transport case, aluminium framed, plastic panels in it. Bit of damage to the hinge there, or not so much the hinge, but this lip for this side panel. It doesn't look like the case is lockable, so there you have it. Bunch of pamphlets again, same registration, and sales leaflet, and doesn't look like this has a cal cert with it. Interesting. So just manuals, foreign language manuals. So yeah, no calibration cert with this one. fortunately. Same PP3 driven instrument. Delhi power. Okay. This is rechargeable. So you have the little charger that you can plug in, which is a Euro adapter, so you need the UK adapter for that, and you can charge the battery via the instrument through the input jacks at the top here. Bunch of leads, and let's see what you get with these. 2 crop clips, set of leads, so I presume these will be the probes are mounted onto the cable directly. These feel like they're silicon actually, so I presume, oh crikey, yeah, so it'll be a pull, take off the cap, and then you plug the crop clip on there. So that's those, not the best of shrouds for getting in terminals though. So that's, yeah, this is going to be interesting, isn't it? And then you've got the actual meter itself. So I said this is a process calibrator, predominantly 4 to 20 milliamp. So that's the unit. Oh dear me, set it forward there. So that's the unit there itself. So yeah, very robust. Got its orange jacket on it. That's unlike, this is a removable one, so unlike the HT Neptune and the HT65 that's kind of moulded and built onto the case. This is just a jacket. So we'll see. Let's set it all up. But we can get to the battery compartment by the looks of it without taking the jacket off, which is good. And there you have it. Okay, so that's it. That's all the instruments I've purchased to have a play with. As I said, clamps are for the Neptune, to work with that, to test a bit more of its functionality out. And this is a calibrator. I've always wanted a calibrator and decided to have a look at the HT Instruments one and see how I get on with that one. And then the HT65 is a little bit of a toy for me to play around with. With it being 1500 volts DC, it's quite good for insulation testers to test out and measure the 1000 volts range, which can sometimes go over the input rating for a lot of digital multimeters really. So there you go, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you found it useful, and I'll see you again in the next one.